bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense. Donde la Esperanza Pense? Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. How are you today on this beautiful Jupiter day? Well, if you would like to join me later on this evening and get a double dose of Esperanza Pense Tarot in your day, I'm going live for the Taurus new moon, and we will talk about the astrology and pull some tarot cards as we tend to do around here. So go ahead and grab all of your comfiest, coziest, most luxurious chocolates and flowers and whatever makes you think of Venus. Oop, here's our jumper card. Ace of Wands, creativity, incoming. Fire, incoming. Passion. Ace of Wands is that divine spark that initiates our creative process. Now, that could be the divine spark that starts a relationship. That could be the divine spark that starts and initiates a process. That could be the divine seed, that kind of gets us going in an esoteric sense. This is the vibe that keeps us alive. This is beyond just feeding the body so that we survive. The wands, the fire is where we find our passion and our zest for life. And with the ace, that could be a renewal energy. So speaking of new moon, this new moon in Taurus can really be a time where either literally and or metaphorically, we're spring has sprung in the northern hemisphere, and we are starting anew and starting afresh. And if our Mars has been debilitated, if we have felt tired or like we're swimming through a Piscean fog, I just think that this Ace of Wands is further encouragement that we could keep our sparks alive. And if we light a match, we can keep it going. So this energy is going to flavor our reading for today, the 14th of May, 2026. And I'd love to pull this 3-card quick hit tarot for you. Well, I guess it's going to be 4 cards total. Okay. Your past, present tense, near future. Wow. So today we're dealing with the 4 of Swords. This is the calm before the storm. This is, the soldier either getting ready to go out to battle or just coming back in. I think this is the soldier getting ready to go to battle, because with that Ace of Wands that we pulled, I think things are about to spark off. This Uranus is the lightning bolt that really gets the fire started here. And I think that moving into Gemini season, I think Taurus season is the time when, of course, yesterday we pulled the retreat card with our synchronicity oracle, and there's a need for preparation. There's a need for a retreat before going out into battle, before things spark off, before things start moving so fast that we can't keep up. So let's keep that in mind. 7 of Swords reversed. Ain't nobody getting away with no nothing, no way, no how. No liars, no cheats, no weirdos. At least not like weirdos that we don't like. Just the weirdos that we like. But no ick energy. No, ugh. I'm over it with the ick maxing. Like, gross. 7 of Swords reversed is nothing's going to get past us. That's that Scorpio energy. That's that sneaky, deaky, like nothing gets past a Scorpio. Scorpio can zero in and tune in and get to the bottom of any type of riffraff. And with the 7 of Swords reversed, somebody might be trying to pull one over on us, but it's never going to happen. We are so much the wiser, and it's never going to happen. Not again. Not on my watch. Hermit reversed. Yup. In the near future. Looks like, and y'all know that I have a Taurus moon. I love being at home. I love the comforts of home. I love my snacks. I stay snacking from morning till late into the evening after I go to bed I often get up and I go have another snack. And I love being a hermit, and I love keeping my teachings to myself. But with the hermit reverse, this can be an ask for us to actually go out in public and share of ourselves with others, because we do have a light inside our lantern. We do have a light that is contained, that belongs to us, but it's a light that could give light unto all who are in the house, as we learned in the book of Matthew, right? So the hermit can come down from the mountain. I just came down from the mountain, and now I am with the townspeople, and I am sharing of myself. I did a massive, like, 4-hour session the other day with my friend and his girlfriend, and it was, thank you. If you watch these videos, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, it's just like I got back into town and I got right back into the swing of reading in person. And, I did quite a few in-person readings while I was on my travels. But that was a marathon sesh that we did the other day. And I really appreciate that, that they trust me with their process, that they trust me as the hermit that I am, to use my free will and intuition to help strengthen our free will and intuition as a community. And thank you for being part of my community. I love you very much. If you could please let your friends know if you think they would like these videos, if they would vibe, or if you know of anybody who's interested in fine-tuning their free will and intuition, please send them my way. I would love to hear from them in the comments or with a personal session. Sessions begin as low as, I believe, $33. You're going to have to check my website on that. I was running a sale, but I don't think that that's happening anymore. So it's $33 is a good introductory price just to learn what this is all about. We can do your own personal quick hits tarot, and I always have a little bit of astrology insights to share. My astrology hour-long sessions start at $90, very reasonable. And it goes on from there. So hit me up. I would love to share with you. I feel very much grounded. I'm in a very powerful place. I'm in my homeland, and I feel very in tune and in touch with my spirit currently. Spring is a very powerful time for all of us, a time of renewal and regeneration. So feel free to catch me at the links below, and we'll talk one-on-one soon. Stay tuned. We're about to get into the astrology of today. Love you. Thank you. Planets be like, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex tiles. Okay, so we have Mars and Venus in the sextile today. Let's not forget that Mars has been rolling around town with his troublemaker twin Eris. So, with the Mars-Venus sextile, I mean, they want to get together. They want to be together. They want to play off each other. He brings the masculinity, the energy, the physicality. She brings the comfort, the sweets, the snacks, and the beautiful perfumes. He remembers to buy her flowers, but his troublemaker sister might be pulling him in a different direction right now. She's coming up behind. He's on his way to Venus, and his troublemaker sister is kind of like at his heels. And he's on his way to visit with Chiron and speaking of heals, do some healing. So, it might be a really good time for us to cut out habits, cut out tumors, cut out, metaphorically, physically, or just in terms of our own spirit. Jupiter is making that square aspect here now to the moon, Eris, Mars, and very loosely to Chiron, but that should be enhancing that situation and protecting us, even if we do have to cut out some stuff that really hurts. I'd like to talk about some more sextiles that I see in the chart. I have the Sun in a sextile to Jupiter today, along with Mercury and Ceres. Okay, so Mercury is our ability to communicate, obviously having a conjunction with the Sun today. That aspect can be surprising, revelatory, especially since after this new moon that's coming in on Saturday, pretty much the sun, and a lot of energy is going to go ahead and shift into Gemini, and they meet up with Uranus. Like Uranus is like holding the door open, or maybe letting go of the door right at the end so it gets slammed in your face. You know what I mean? Like if Uranus is the gatekeeper into this Gemini energy, we know that we're in for a surprise and a shakeup. Pluto is making a sextile to Pallas. Pallas is protecting the hearth. Pluto is empowering. Juno is the ideal wife, making a sextile to Saturn, the Allfather. So, you know, we're dealing with a lot of support here. You know, you got to decide which planet you are. Are you Juno? Look to Saturn. Are you Saturn? You know, look to Juno. Look to, if you're Uranus, you know, you can just start whipping cats everywhere. But if you're Venus, look to Mars. If you're Mars, get flowers for Venus. Just decide who you are in the chart. Are you Jupiter? Are you just gonna like hype everything and everyone? Don't hype Eris. That's all I gotta say. All right, love you, bye.